Blessings, everyone. It's time to enhance and amplify our creative and manifestation abilities beyond the realms of thought and the mental processes. Join me Sunday, May 31st at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada, for a 2-hour webinar where I will be talking about the very dynamics and mechanics of spiritual creation, setting the inner state and outer stages for success, troubleshooting miscreations and blocks. You can sign up by going to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links below and sign up at the Crowdcast webinar link provided in the description bar. It's time to create like an adept. Hey there, Cancer. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also just simply go ahead and follow the links below. Also, the same applies for those of you interested in signing up for the manifestation webinar that was discussed in the opening clip. And for those of you who enjoy the incoming wave videos, that video is up as well. You can click on my avatar to go to my main channel page and see it there, or it's on a playlist of its very own. So, what is going on when it comes to this coming 7 days? Well, this whole week is overlit by the Hermit upright. And for a lot of you Cancerian people, I'm getting this very distinct impression that it's not about isolation, but it is about the dimming down of noise, the dimming down of excess chatter, distractions, people, or external projects and obligations starting to actually lay quiet for you during this week. There is a huge purging of all which does not necessarily belong to you or belong on your plate. With the Hermit, what is happening is there is sort of a return of what actually is supposed to be on your plate, what is actually belonging to you in your life, in your household, in your own personal path and stream. And so this is going to be kind of an interesting one for a lot of folks, because this is going to, of course, take away the distractions, whether they are pleasant distractions or they are unpleasant distractions. The Hermit does not differentiate in this respect. In fact, you may be finding that there are certain things starting to come up that are more demanding of your personal attention that actually pull you away from crowds, pull you away from maybe things that are circulating through your family units, through your office, through your social groups, through your online communications. Because with the Hermit, there is a big restoration of you. There is a huge calling back of all of your own personal activities, all energies that you may have put out there, given away, dispersed, and allowing yourself to actually recollect all of yourself in order to move forward. In fact, with the Hermit card upright, in a lot of cases, we actually find that we are let off the hook for a lot of things as well, especially things that we had somehow taken on or maybe had been burdened with by other people. This is a week where a lot of those energies, a lot of those connections, a lot of those entanglements start to dissolve, very much like we talked about in the incoming wave, where we talked about the end of communicable realities, the end of picking up another person's reality just by being near them or sharing space with them automatically. At this point, it has to be a conscious, intentional choice. It's not something that just gets passed from person to person like it used to. Well, with the Hermit card upright, a lot of you Cancerian people are cleaning your slate by cleaning out essentially your own life from a lot of things that you have accrued from others or that others have left in your lap. As we get on to the material concerns with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we definitely see somebody has dropped a ball And that's kind of how the Queen of Pentacles reverse does. Usually with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we see somebody who's kind of dug themselves into a hole. Now, this may not necessarily be something that affects you super directly, but I am seeing when it comes to either a professional or financial matter, somebody who has basically created their own issue is now kind of coming up to be checked. And we have to actually do our part to make sure that we are still able to break free from the entanglements, right? With the Hermit, we are making sure that our interests are not attached to hers, that we are not in a situation where we are in the hole with her in any way, shape, or form. But this can also show up as somebody kind of maybe accidentally spilling the beans about a plan of action, something that they are working on, something they are offering or pushing on you, not being worth it. Something that is actually more trouble than it's worth, more costly than it's worth. Yes, this can bring disappointing news, especially if this is something that was really hyped up. It could have been a role or a living situation or a financial opportunity that was really hyped up by the Queen of Pentacles reversed once upon a time, and now it turns out it's not worth diddly. Maybe it was never worth it at all. Maybe it was just hype. But it's important to understand that with the Hermit card, we are also calling back replacements for this. We're calling in better alternatives, pure, true alternatives, things that are not glitz, glam, and glamour. You know, nothing that is ultimately going to be artificial is going to make it through this week for you. And with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, we still have a chance to, of course, get ahead. Right, we have a chance to take care of ourselves. We have a chance to still have a very good week financially and professionally, but it looks like there may be something wrong with an A plan or an A option that we need to be honest about. Because the B option or the new option that comes up to replace her ultimately is better, though it may not have invested so much time in trying to seduce people into the hype or into believing the hype. As we get on to the social affairs, when it comes to friends and family, we've got the Ace of Wands upright, and there's this very, very strong sense of energetic catharsis, almost like a powerful, stimulating, and inspirational healing coming from getting some kind of friendship or close connection back on the right track. And it feels like a homecoming to me. This energy of the Ace of Wands is really invigorating you. There's an invitation to actually make room, have room, and hold room for a special connection that may have actually been drowned out by all of the noise and all of the din that the Hermit is now working on clearing and purging from your life. Because we are dealing with an ace and the Ace of Wands, this is also opening up a new life path for you through this restored loving connection. This is something that is getting everything back on track. But this new path, whatever it is actually better than anything that you would have found window shopping through the noise and the crowds that, as we already know, are scattering before us. So, good on you. As we get to relationships and love and romance, well, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse. And this week is going to be a little bit frustrating, but I want you to take it with a pinch of salt. Please, please, for the love of God, take it with a pinch of salt. Don't take it personally. The Page of Cups reversed is indicating this week that a lot of you Cancerian people are drawing in a new type of love language that is being brought to you. Now, this could be through somebody new. In fact, usually with the Page of Cups reversed, there is always somebody there. Or it could be through an existing partner, going through a change, going through a phase. But the Page of Cups reversed is indicating that this is a love language that is not really doing it for you. But we have to be able to see past what they might be getting wrong and look at the true intent. Now, sometimes that intent is absolutely pure. It's still a sign of true affection, true care, and true interest and investment in you. But with the Page of Cups reversed, even if we are getting attention that we don't want, or it's not coming to us in the way that we are familiar, or it is not a love language that we prefer, it is often necessary to be able to let that be known with kindness and with grace. It does not have to be something that stays on repeat and can still be something that is a wonderful bonding opportunity and experience to connect and reconnect in a new way. It could evolve into something completely different than both either you or your partner or your new person had intended, and could even exceed your expectations. But we just can't take it personally if somebody might be stumbling at this point. Always examine the true intention. If it's pure, then keep going. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.